Once upon a time in a vast and ancient land, where the sun kissed the earth with golden warmth, there lived a cunning tortoise named Mbeku. Mbeku was known throughout the villages for his trickery and wit. He was small in stature, but his mind was sharper than the thorns on the acacia tree. This is the tale of how Mbeku acquired and lost the magic drum, a story that was told and retold around the fires of many generations. One day, as Mbeku wandered through the thick forest in search of food, he heard a strange rhythm echoing through the trees. Curiosity sparked in his heart, and he followed the sound. Pushing aside the dense undergrowth, he stumbled upon a great feast attended by the forest spirits. Their king, a magnificent leopard with golden fur, beat upon a magical drum that produced food with each strike. The aroma of roasted yams, steaming soups, and fresh fruits filled the air, making Mbeku's mouth water.
"O great king of the forest, your drum is truly marvelous. I have traveled far and wide, but never have I seen such magic. If I may, I wish to honor your greatness by playing a tune on your drum."
The spirit king, pleased by the tortoise's flattery, nodded and handed him the drum. Mbeku, with a mischievous glint in his eye, beat upon it, and before him appeared a mountain of food, more than he had ever seen. He knew he must possess the drum for himself. That night, under the silver moon, Mbeku devised a plan. He waited until the spirits were deep in their revelry, then quietly rolled the drum away. He scurried through the underbrush, his heart pounding like a war drum, and did not stop until he reached his home in the village. The next morning, the villagers awoke to a most astonishing sight. Mbeku, who had always been a beggar, now had a feast before him. Word spread quickly, and soon everyone came to see his newfound wealth.
"Come, my friends,"
he called out, striking the drum. At once, bowls of steaming rice, succulent meats, and golden honeycomb appeared before them. The people were in awe, and Mbeku, relishing his new status, became the most honored in the village. But power, like the river's flow, is never constant. The tortoise in his greed refused to share the drum's magic freely.
"Only those who bring me gifts may eat."
Soon, the people grew resentful. The village elder, a wise and patient man, saw the tortoise's folly and devised a plan to teach him humility. One night, he called upon the spirits of the forest and whispered words carried by the wind. The spirit king, enraged by Mbeku's theft, sent his warriors, silent as shadows, swift as the night. They crept into the village and reclaimed the magic drum. The next morning, when Mbeku struck the drum, expecting a feast, nothing happened. He struck again, still nothing. Panic seized his heart. The villagers, realizing the magic was gone, turned their backs on him, laughing at his misfortune. Mbeku, once honored, was now humbled. He wandered from village to village, seeking food but receiving only the lesson of his own greed. And so the tale of Mbeku and the magic drum was told through generations, a lesson in wisdom, humility, and the folly of selfishness.
"You have learned a harsh lesson, brother, but wisdom grows from hardship. If you truly seek redemption, you must now give instead of taking." But the story does not end here. As Mbeku roamed the land hungry and tired, he stumbled upon a wise old tortoise named Nana, who had heard of his misdeeds.
Mbeku, desperate to regain his honor, vowed to change his ways. He traveled from village to village, not seeking food but offering advice and clever solutions to problems. He helped farmers protect their crops, guided lost travelers, and even tricked bandits into leaving innocent villagers alone. Slowly, he rebuilt his reputation, not as a greedy trickster, but as a wise counselor.
"You have learned your lesson well, little one. Greed brought you ruin, but wisdom has restored you. I will grant you a gift, not of endless food, but of knowledge, so you may always find your way." One day, after many years of service, the Spirit King reappeared to Mbeku in a dream.
When Mbeku awoke, he found a small, beautifully carved wooden staff beside him. It had no magic of feasts, but when he held it, he could see solutions to any problem. With this gift, he continued his journey, no longer a beggar nor a thief, but a true sage. And so the tale of the tortoise and the magic drum became more than just a warning against greed. It became a story of redemption, of how even the most cunning trickster can find wisdom if he chooses the right path. As years passed, Mbeku's reputation grew beyond the borders of his homeland. Kings and warriors sought his counsel, and his name was spoken with reverence. His wisdom guided many, and in time, he became not just a legend, but a symbol of change. One day, a great famine struck the land, drying rivers and withering crops. Villagers from near and far came to Mbeku pleading for guidance. He listened, tapping his wooden staff against the parched ground.
The earth provides when treated with respect. If we dig deep, we will find water. If we plant wisely, we will endure.
Following his advice, the villagers dug wells and stored water. They gathered what little grain remained and planted it carefully. Months later, the land flourished again. The people rejoiced, and Mbeku, knowing his purpose was fulfilled, smiled. In his final days, Mbeku sat beneath the shade of a great baobab tree watching children play and elders tell his tale. As the wind whispered through the leaves, he closed his eyes, knowing his story would live on for generations to come.